Hi guys, there are probably some things in Godot that you are taking for granted. For example, when you are making scripts, making folder, moving things around, especially if you are using UIDs. Well, I will show you how you can do that in Unreal, so you never again take Godot for granted. Making folder scripts, deleting them, you need tutorial for that in Unreal. I will show you. I will just make a script C++. You know how in Godot you can make it in 1 second and everything good. I will choose this. I will call it enemy. And here I will make folder. When you are making folders for your script, that's like you need extra 5 steps. And I will not speed these things so you can see real time and how much time do you need to make just one script and one folder. So this is now Unreal will make this class. I forgot to open Visual Studio, and now it's still making it. You see, it's still. Now it's compiling the code and making the script, and I'm not kidding you. This is the process, and to delete it, it's like most complicated things ever. And it's still making it. I will speed this. And now it's done. And now when you go in your OS, you need to reload everything. So this is another step. And now when it's done, you save your and close your editor. That's the process. And now you will see you have these two files. I will not explain it. It's header and your C++. Header is where you declare your functions and variables, and C++ where you implement it. Visual Studio is loaded. Now when you are starting your project, you will certainly have millions of errors. That's next step. I'm not kidding you. Next step, you need to open this solo build C# folder file, and here you need to include your folders. Like this is my enemy folder. And you need to include your root folder. This is my root folder. I call it solo too, because Visual Studio will not find this header file. You need to help it. That's the process. I'm not kidding you. Now you save everything, and when you save, now we need to compile our code. So every time when you make single letter change, you need to compile it. Remember, I closed my Unreal, and now I will speed this compilation time. It's still running, and you need to pray to God to compile to be successful. And you see now it's successful, and now we can open our Unreal. I'm not kidding you, this is the process. And now I will open Unreal, and everything should be fine. Yeah, and still you are praying for it. And we see everything fine. It's fine. Now I will show you how you need to delete it, and this is like 10 steps process when you are deleting your scripts. So first, what you need to do to close Unreal. Now next step is just follow me. You need tutorial for this. You need to delete these 2 scripts and this folder that you made from Visual Studio. save everything, save all. Now you need to close Visual Studio and open your folder where your game is. And you go in source and file that folder, because we just deleted folder from Visual Studio, not from our game source. This is enemy folder, so I delete this. And you go back in your main, delete this solution, delete intermediates and binaries. And now you click on your real project, I'm not kidding you, and generate Visual Studio project. And now you're still waiting. This is just deleting of one single script, remember that. Now it's done. I will open my solution. You're still waiting. Visual Studio is open. Now we need to wait to load to see if we have some errors. Now we do not have errors. Now you need to recompile it again and pray to it to be successful. Now you are just waiting just one word successful, and this will take the time because we are from beginning compiling everything. And now it's done. Now you can open your Unreal and pray. Again, you just need to be praying so everything to work. So when you see this, do not remember when you are working the Godot to be thankful how easy it's to work with files in Godot. Do not forget that. Now everything is fine. So that's how you make and delete just single script in Unreal. When you are working with other stuff, you don't need to do this process. But on the bright side, in Unreal you have every single feature that you can wish in Godot 3D. You see, on the start you have interactive clouds and you can change everything. These clouds are interactive and you can change everything. That's what you get from the start. You know how to make that is process in Godot. Now I will show you C++ GDScript tip. In GDScript you have something like this. Var variable, let's call it enemy, and you put 2 dots, and then you can call that a class if it's enemy class, if you made that enemy class. You can write this in GDScript, and when you are declaring in some code, so enemy, and you put dot, and when you put dot you can call some variables, some functions in your enemy script. This is how you do it in GDScript, and maybe you can access variables with dot. Remember this dot. And when you see 2 dots in C++, you know that these 2 dots are the same like this 1 dot. With these 2 dots in C++, you are calling your functions and variables from your classes. This is how it will look in C++. I will just print. This is just print. So remember, this is the tip: when you ever see these two dots in C++, you know it's the same like this one dot that you call your methods and functions and variables in C++. So this is everything for this video. Please comment, subscribe, and leave a like. Thank you.